I think I'm between survival and repeatable at the moment. What would you prioritize first, content or direct sales? So I'm Josh. We typically look at gorgeous, beautiful websites that increase a company's credibility and, of course, lead to more calls or sales or whatever it may be. But this video, I wanted to just focus on step one a little bit more. Actually having that sort of sales channel, that journey that a customer goes on that is repeatable and helps grow your business. And what Killian here was saying from Liebich was, what should he concentrate on? Direct sales or content, because content is the mecca, isn't it? It's the thing we all want. We want this beautiful machine that produces customers and it's effortless. And I can tell you this, it is not effortless, but it is beautiful and it's lovely. And I feel so fortunate to have that. But I did all the other stuff before, including definitely direct sales, which I love as well. There is so much of me that loves sales. So let's talk about that. So Killian at the moment is between survival and repeatable. Okay, he's found something that works, that he knows he can, repeat and produce a profit on. He's found a service or a product or whatever it is that he feels really confident with. But of course, he's still in that survival mode as well. And what he's asking is, I'd love to go off and prioritize content, but at the same time, I can't do stuff that takes time. I have to, do stuff that leads to cash a little bit faster. And therefore, you've got to prioritize, not content. Okay, you've got to prioritize direct sales. But let's just talk about content first, because it doesn't mean we have to forget about content. And this is how, I built up the content machine through repeatable motions, daily or weekly. And this is what's so important here is that if you know it's not going to take a day and you're not going to get results, you can bake it into your week beautifully. Okay, if you know that it's just something that you have to do either daily or weekly, and there is a difference here. Sometimes I do these daily. Okay, I'll do a video per day, and the beauty of doing a video per day is that it feels like less of a burden. You don't have to do so much, versus doing it weekly feels harder because it's going to take more time. But of course, you do it all at once, and it's probably a little bit potentially better doing it that way at times. So you choose which way you're going to do it. You set aside the time. You force yourself for it to be that repeatable method, and you bake it into your week so that you can actually do it. If it's going to take you 6 hours a week, that's probably too much. So you need a method of producing content that is, actually can be baked into the time that you have available. So definitely still doing content is worth it, but prioritizing it cannot be done. You have to prioritize the direct sales when you still need them. And of course, direct sales, sales that you're going to get cash quicker, is through things like cold outreach or networking. Maybe networking, I think, is a little bit slower. I don't think it's super, super fast. And advertising is the other one, which I'm not the expert at advertising, but these cold outreach, let's just talk about that for a minute longer, because they can be beautiful. Okay, this is cold emails, cold calls, or LinkedIn. And the beauty of these is how targeted they can be. They can be so targeted. Effectively, like, you might have a portfolio already and a couple of websites that you're super proud of. Well, let's leverage those. Is it a software website? Okay, well, let's go and target software customers. Is it VC? Is it finance? Is it a local trade sort of website? Well, firstly, we definitely don't want to be in this zone here, okay? We don't want to be in the zone where no one's turning up on the website and the product is low value. Their need of the website isn't that high, effectively, okay? Whereas this here isn't too bad to be in, okay? Where their product or service value, like a VC firm or a finance firm, is really high, okay? When someone turns up on the website, although it might not be loads of people, it's high value. Okay, that is okay. Or down here where they really need the website, like an e-commerce company, but the product isn't that high value. But obviously Webflow and some of the people that watch this channel don't all work on e-commerce. Software is, of course, like the mecca, where it's quite high value and they really need the website as well. But there's loads of other companies around here that can work. But if you already have a portfolio, the beauty of direct sales is you can really use cold outreach to do these things. When I started using things like AppSumo. It's a website with a lot of software, and a lot of it is, for lack of a better word, trash. But I remember getting this program called LeadRocks, and I found mobile numbers of directors, and I could check out their website from it. I could see their business. I could add them on LinkedIn. I can automate these things through other things that are available on AppSumo. And although I don't think it's the best tool in the world, although I don't think it's the thing that you should be using when the company grows, to get you off that starting line, it is awesome to do these things. And it really can, you can say to the company, hey, look at this website I built that is very, very similar to yours. Let's have a conversation. Do you need in the next 3 months to discuss a website? And then that 3 month kind of takes away the urgency for them. It takes away the salesness of that call. But when you actually jump onto it, they're like, actually, this is something that I need and that I've wanted to look at for a while. And you seem like an interesting person. Let's now jump on a call and discuss it further and further and further. So I think you need to prioritize direct sales, but also at the same time, produce content in a repeatable manner, and just make sure it works for you. And if it's taking up too much time, you've got to find a different way to do it. I hope that was helpful. I'm enjoying this little thing. I'll get back on a website this afternoon as well, to make sure that content is still out there as well. Hope this was valuable. Bye.